The framework that I'm going to show you in today's video took me from editing videos for $50 all the way to editing for millionaire entrepreneurs paying me $3,000 for a single video. I've not seen anybody else talking about this method, so make sure you watch to the end of the video and take notes. Because if you implement everything that I show you in today's video, you'll be making thousands of dollars per month sooner than you could ever imagine. First, let me outline how this method actually works. We have two traffic sources: cold emails and Twitter DMs. These are the two most effective ways at reaching out to potential clients. These prospects get directed to your portfolio where they can 1. See your work, and 2. Are prompted to book a call with you. Finally, on the call, you discuss the needs of the client and get them to pay up front. This is my entire client acquisition strategy. Now, this might sound simple, but I've skipped over a lot of nuance and detail. So this video is mainly going to be about the most effective ways to send cold emails and Twitter DMs. So if you don't already have a portfolio, then click this video up here and watch it after this one. Let's start by going over my cold email strategy. Before you even start sending emails, you need a custom professional email address. Because if someone receives an email from an @Gmail or an @Outlook, they're probably going to ignore it. It just looks scammy and unprofessional. If you already have a portfolio set up, you should have a custom domain. So literally, just go to the website that you bought the domain from and set up a custom email address. Going from johnsmith23@gmail.com to john@evolveediting.com is a night and day difference. Now, we need to source a bunch of YouTubers' email addresses. And if you're new to editing, you need to decide what niche of YouTubers you want to be working with. Your skill set can't please everybody, because by pleasing everyone, you please no one, and no one will want to work with you. You need to niche down and become a specialist in one certain style of content. To decide this, start by writing down a list of niches that you are interested in. Niches of videos that you would actually enjoy working on, because who wouldn't want to work on something that they're interested in? So for me, I'd write down entrepreneurship, bodybuilding, tech, etc, etc. And if you've been editing for a while, stick to niches that you have experience in and that your portfolio caters to. Now that we have this list of niches, we're going to go to playboard.co and type in the search bar at the top one of these niches that we wrote down. Then filter the subscriber range to one that you're comfortable working with. If you're a beginner, start from the 10 to 50,000 subscriber range, but if you're more advanced, try anywhere from 100,000 upwards. And finally, filter by countries that speak your language natively. It just makes everything a whole lot easier. Now, you'll be presented with a very long list of qualified leads. Open up their channel on YouTube, go to their About page, copy their email address and paste it into a document. And do this for every single channel that came up on your search. Now, you should have a very long list of YouTubers' email addresses. All of these channels could be looking for an editor, so we need to reach out to every last one of them. And I'm going to show you exactly what you need to say. In fact, the template that I'm going to share with you today landed me my first client that paid me over $1,000 for a single video. So listen very carefully. First, the subject line, and it's often overlooked, but it's the most important thing in getting a prospect to click into your email. It's like the thumbnail and title for a video. If it's shit, then nobody's gonna click on it and in turn watch it. So it needs to create intrigue to get the prospect to open your email to read what you have to say. The subject line that I've seen the most success from is using the client's name and then "we need to talk." So an example of that would be, "John, we need to talk." It's kind of like distressing to read. It's like you've done something wrong or something horrible has happened. It's hard to not click on it because you just want to know what's inside. Now that we have the prospect reading the email, what exactly do we say? We start by making our email look as human as physically possible. There are just so many robotic scam emails and we need to stand out from the rest of them. So start by saying hello and then using their name after it. And follow that up by making a really personal compliment about their channel. For example, you could say something like, "I really enjoyed the video where you fed 100 homeless people. It really moved me." But then obviously something that's more related to their channel and what they've done. Next, actually tell them that you're a YouTube video editor. Tell them some of the clients you worked with and the results that you've gotten them. Finally, tell them if they want to check out your work and book a call with you that they can click the link to your portfolio, which then will be linked underneath. This exact template got me over a 30% response rate and has landed me some absolutely insane clients. And the best part is that I've linked it in the description for 100% free, so make sure you go and check it out. Let's move on to our second traffic source, cold Twitter DMs. You won't be able to send as many of these per day, but the leads are definitely more qualified, as we are only reaching out to the ones that are actively looking for a video editor. Before we start, you obviously need a professional looking account. My advice is to literally just look at mine and copy it. Literally just rip it off. It's proven to work, so just take all of the details and change them so that they are relevant for you. Also, pay for your account to be verified and make sure that there are examples of your work posted to your account. Both of these make you look reputable and professional. Go to the search bar and type in "looking for an editor" or literally anything to that effect. Then after it, type min_faves:50. This filters out all of the shit munchers posts and only leaves in high quality YouTubers who are willing to pay you a lot of money. For every result that comes up that's a YouTuber or creator looking for an editor, send them a DM. It doesn't really matter what you say, as long as there is a link to your portfolio. Just say something like, "Hey John, saw you were looking for an editor. Here's a link to my portfolio." That simple message alone landed me a client that's paid me $3,000 for one single video. Once you've DM'd everyone who's posted in the last week or so, drop the number from 50 to 30. DM all of them, drop the number down again, and so on and so forth. Just to give you some direction with these outreach methods, I'll set you a schedule and some benchmarks that you should be hitting every single day. If making a lot of money as a video editor is more important to you than creating absolutely stunning edits, then outreach should be your main priority work task. Set aside 1 to 2 hours every single day to hit these benchmarks. At least 30 cold emails should be sent every single day, and make sure everybody who's tweeted that they are looking for an editor has been DM'd. Now, this may sound like a lot, but if you properly focus, you'll be able to do this in under 2 hours. So let's extrapolate these numbers for an entire month. If you send 30 cold emails per day with a 30% response rate, which my template has been proven to generate, that's 270 replies per month. And if only 1% of these replies turn into paying clients, that's still 2 to 3 new clients per month. And that's only considering cold emails. But if we introduce Twitter as well, and you make sure that you're hitting the benchmarks that I set for you, you could be landing a new client every 2 weeks. Consistently, allowing you to either get your foot on the editing ladder or raise your prices extremely quickly. One final thing to keep in mind is that volume negates luck. You can optimize your outreach script to high heaven, but you will never beat the guy who sends hundreds and hundreds of outreaches consistently. Now that you have more clients than you can physically handle, you need to learn how to raise your prices. So to learn how to do exactly that, click this video up here.